I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some me, should stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some me, should stick it in the bullroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the farm, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some me, should stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some me, should stick it in the bullroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ. I am the team lead here at EMP. This is our daily live AMA and rollover events. We're going to be changing up the format a little bit the next week or so because we are super hyped to be launching our new NFTs, the Sentinel Squadron. So a lot of these AMAs will be updates on that. We've been busy as hell hyping EMP. PEG is starting to recover already. The ecosystem is looking super, super promising. So we're going to get into all that. But without further ado on that front, I want to introduce my co-host with the most, Bull Gates. Bull, are you there, brother? Oh, I was muted. Man, that is the second time today, or this week, that I've done it. So let me try again. Bull Gates, my co-host with the most. Bull, are you there, brother?
Yep, I'm here. How you doing, man?
All right, there he is. Good, Bull. Really good. And obviously, I'm also joined by LA, our other marketing expert and community manager. So anyway, we have a lot to get to today. Shout out to DeFi Proof for that intro video, as well as the backing track that you're hearing. And on a side note too, Bull, we had one of our community members, the Atlantean, did a video and a song remix of Bull Gates spitting some amazing words of wisdom. Bull, that was probably one of the most incredible audio tracks I've ever heard in my life. So I'm assuming you heard that she made for you, correct?
Yeah, and she didn't just, she didn't make it for me. It's for the community. It was for the Pulse Chain community. It's for Impulse. And like I've always said a million times here, it's everybody has a unique, special talent and skill. And so it's important that you make your voice heard in some way, right? Because this is more than just a crypto project. If you want to be part of a crypto project, there's literally thousands of them. But if you want to be part of a crypto family, you want to be part of a crypto community, you want to be an owner of a protocol, you come here because all of that is possible here. I don't want to take anything away from anybody, other projects, but this is the best project to get involved with, to do things with, and to become an owner in. And the best way to do that is to become educated and learn how to do things. And one of the best ways to do that is to make your voice heard so people know who the hell you are. Because if you're just an anonymous screen name, that's all you are to people. They'll see it and they'll be like, oh, shit, that could be a scammer. And you could be the best person in the world. So, blah, 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 make your voice be heard.
Yeah, no, I love it, Bull. And I love what you said, too, that, she made that audio for the community. I mean, and it's true. I mean, we've seen a lot of people coming into chat saying, wow, PEG is starting to recover. What's happening? People that haven't been around for weeks or months or a couple of months, And they don't understand that all of us, all the community, and I'm not talking about the team. I mean, the team, yeah, we're putting in the work too, but the community, it's all that we've been doing for the last, month, 2 months, 3 months of this bear market. Everything is finally starting to come together, just like we said it would. And it's all of you that have a voice in our community that do what you can every day to help promote EMP, to help us, keep our camaraderie and a positive mindset, all that we talk about. And again, some of you may think that's hippy dippy, ridiculousness, but it really makes a difference. I mean, having that positive mindset,
3 minutes.
allows you to hold through. So yeah, and thanks for the reminder, Bull. We're gonna kick things off with the reactor. So all right, and then we'll get into a bunch of updates. Again, we've had a hell of a day promoting, so I'll tell you all about that as well. So all right, let me get my screen capture up. Give me one moment. All right, there you have it. Here we are, Reactor. Again, this is our detonator style contract. Instead of using EMP ETH LP, we are using eShare BNB LP, and Reactor will be the major wealth generating machine for our NFTs. So again, if you're not familiar with how Reactor works, please look into our white paper. We have an amazing video as well that explains it. And so if you are new to EMP, the long story short is these are our reactor and detonator are the same, exactly the same, only they use different LP tokens. So with reactor, it's eShare BNB. You deposit those LPs, and as a reward for depositing those and locking them up, you get a certain percentage of your deposit back every single day. So you also get credit for tickets based on how much you deposit, and the largest depositor of the day will get a matching bonus on their deposit. And even now can get even more than that if you're below the minimum. So and again, we've seen an awesome uptick in the pool balance and the dollar value. We're almost at $2 million in Reactor alone. So things are going really well. Again, you this has been really an amazing way to add deep locked liquidity to both our eShare and our EMP tokens, and we also offer this service for other protocols as a revenue stream back to EMP. So again, it's been running for about Detonator's been running for about 8 months and still proving amazing. Reactor is a little bit less, but still proving just the same. So, all right, 1 minute left. Again, make sure you compound more than you claim as well. You not only get a 20% savings on the taxes when you compound, but you're actually able to earn more in the long term by compounding more than you claim to keep your pool share high. So again, if that's not making sense, please read our white paper or ask questions. We're happy to clarify. So, all right, 25 seconds. Good luck, everybody. We'll see how it goes. 10.65 LP is the current highest bidder. We'll see if we get some snipers here in the last few seconds. Good luck, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Will 10.65 take it? I'm going to go ahead and refresh. Alright, bear with me here. It takes a while for the contract to update, and while you're streaming at the same time, sometimes it's a little tricky here. So, alright, let me refresh one more time. Alright, so it looks like the rollover happened, and we can go down here to the bottom to see all the on-chain data. We go to view largest deposits, click that. And then we go to yesterday. And yep, that did take it down. Wow, an amazing day for 921. That wallet address 10.65 LP takes it home. And because we have a 20 LP minimum, they were able to get an amazing return. And that's the beauty of trying to snipe these at the very end, because you can get an amazing bonus on your deposits, depending on if you are lucky enough to win. So, all right. That being said, let's go ahead and get back into my notes. Bull or LA? Anything you guys want to say real fast before we jump into some announcements?
I think just jump in, bro. There's a lot.
All right, awesome. So, um, we had a massive day today again with another round of AMAs. I did about 3 AMAs yesterday, 2 more AMAs today. We had a killer Twitter live, or I guess that's what it's called, Twitter Space, Twitter Spaces. We had a Twitter Space with Travelad. So Travelad is a really huge DeFi community on Twitter and Telegram. They have over 300,000 members, and Danny and I from MDB had a killer AMA with them today. You can listen to the recording on Twitter. There's about 600 people that joined that live, and we're getting the word out. So every single day, we're continuing a huge marketing campaign with standalone videos and these AMAs to drive traffic not only to EMP but to our Sentinel Squadron NFT launch. So that has been super successful. I think everybody is hype. Right, LA? I know you were in the comments replying, but you want to give everybody a heads up on how they went with Travelad?
Oh my God, it was huge. And they were just such huge fans of you and EMP, and they asked amazing questions, and it was just such a great highlight. And they've had us on months ago, but you can tell that they've actually been following along with our journey this whole time since then. It's not one of those YouTubers or influencers who just don't really care. Like they seem to have been keeping an eye on us all this time and really like knew what's been going on and knew all the things to ask you about to spur on just like a really great conversation. And so I loved it.
Yep, no doubt, LA. I definitely felt the love, and all these AMAs, the energy has been killer. And the other AMA we did today was with our great friend Chris Farrell. So those of you that don't know who Chris is, he is a British personality turned crypto expert, and so he has a private group over on Facebook, as well as a paid group that he has. And all they do, literally, the only thing they promote is EMP. So it's been absolutely incredible. I know a lot of you have joined us from that group. And shout out, much love to all of you. David, I know, is one that has been an amazing emperor, and part of our EMP brethren. And so, yeah, he came from Chris's group, and so that was an awesome another AMA with them. Again, that isn't public, so there won't be a recording. But it went really well, and we caught up on a lot of loose ends. And every time Chris has an amazing talent of like simplifying everything that we're doing. So again, EMP and the ecosystem can be very complicated. But every time I get on an AMA with Chris, he does a great way of explaining things in very simple terms. So, and that's not the end of Chris. We have a lot of stuff in the works that we're planning to roll out together. So keep an eye out. Remember the name Chris Farrell. He is an amazing supporter of our ecosystem, and again, another awesome AMA with him. So, all right. Other coverage today was some standalone videos as well. Not only are we doing these AMAs, but we also have a lot of crypto influencers releasing standalone videos as well. So Crypto Questions released a video today. We love him. He's been a little, skeptical of EMP, but I think he really means well. He loves MDB, and so do we. So he's always been super supportive, even though, he asks the tough questions. Again, that might be part of his persona, Crypto Questions, but much love to him. Crypto Bull, not Bull Gates, but Crypto Bull, did a video, and that video already has over 5,000 views as well. So all these standalone videos and AMAs, we're getting all eyes on EMP and our upcoming NFT launch. So I'm super stoked on all that. Again, I mean, it's going to be a lot of work over the next few days. Like I said, I've been talking for about 6 hours straight, but it's all worth it when it all comes together in the end. So, LA, before we get off the topics of marketing, you want to give a quick shout out of what we have coming tomorrow or the next few days as far as our AMAs and coverage?
Yes. Do you mind talking for one more second while I grab this schedule up?
Yep, no problem. So yeah, we'll get through all that. And again, if anybody else has questions that they didn't get answered in any of the AMAs or some questions we didn't get to last night, please type your questions in Telegram and the YouTube chat. We'll get to as many as we can today. So all right, LA, did you find it or do you
All
want to
right.
keep going?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, good.
The next 3 days are going to be absolutely insane for AJ. And we actually just keep pinging each other back and forth because we keep adding more. And as long as he's good with it, I intend to keep adding more to his schedule. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have the TLD group. We've been with them in the past. They're an awesome Telegram group. And so he's going to be in with them. At 3 p.m., we have a joint MDB EMP AMA with Obsidian, and they're an awesome Discord group. And then another Discord group, the Illuminati DeFi group, at 4 p.m. At 5, that's a meeting. And then at 8:30, right after our AMA, we have our very own Silverback Gorilla and his group. AJ's going to be going in there with him. So it's a jam-packed day tomorrow. Lots of great AMAs with amazing groups, and we are going to rock the house.
Yep, no doubt, LA. So again, everything leading up to the final mint on the NFT, we just want to get as much hype as we can. And again, we've seen our Telegram grow by about 200 users over the last week already. So again, if you see some new faces in Telegram or Discord, please be very helpful to them. Again, we want to welcome them with open arms. They may have questions that you can answer. If you don't know the answer to a question, we'd rather let you not answer incorrectly. So just make sure that you're very knowledgeable on what you are answering. But all of our admins and EMP Army is there to help. Shout out to all of you guys. I don't want to forget anybody, but Joe PV Trader, Randy, Stinky Beans, Charlie. I mean, all you guys have just been killing it in our message boards. So thank you all for all that. And obviously, Bull and LA are always there too. So yeah, we're on track. So all right.
One more thing in that regard, I've noticed a huge influx of just both spam and scammers. So just a daily disclaimer. None of the admins in our group will ever DM you without, at the very least, tagging you to let you know in the main chat first. But most likely, we'll never DM you at all unless we've had some type of conversation with you and pre-planned it in public in the main chat first, and there's a specific reason. And so we will never ask for your seed phrase. We'll never send you some random sketchy link to click on. We're not doing any airdrop contests. So please be very careful. Don't give out your seed phrase. Don't connect to any contracts that aren't on the main EMP website. The only exception to that is on Sunday when we're doing the NFT mint. It will be on MDB's website, but we will be putting the link to that in pinned announcements only. And so you'll be able to click on the pinned announcements. Don't click on links on announcements that are not pinned.
Yes, amazing.
If people
LA.
send you links in DMs, or if just people you don't recognize send you links and it looks similar but you're not sure, don't click on those ones. Click on the ones in the pinned announcements. And even the last few days, I've gotten more random messages from random strangers than I've ever gotten in the last 8 or 9 months of being on Telegram. So I think we're just getting so much attention with all these AMAs that people are just coming at us. So just be very careful, please.
Yep, I agree, LA. And again, I know we always need to be due diligent on informing the community. You want to be ultra conservative. If it sounds a little fishy, it probably is. And again, I mean, you'll hear us on these AMAs promoting as well. So, all right, I gotta get a drink of water here. LA, you wanna read out our important announcement on the eShare BNB farm? Maybe just read that announcement.
Now we know what Grandpa AJ sounds like.
I know I sound horrible here. All right, let me get a drink. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, why don't you guys read that important announcement, and I'll get to that.
Okay. So we announced this yesterday, but we're gonna announce this every day this week because only a small portion has been removed so far. But the eShare BNB farm will stop. The benefit to the ecosystem is that we're able to use the e-shares that were emitted to the farm to boost the APR in the ETH EMP LP farm, which you'll notice has already been done, and help support both Reactor and Detonator with additional LP while rewarding and incentivizing good actors, and that includes people that compound more often than claiming. We understand that obviously this is a really big change, but this is a part of our master plans for our final form and what is going to make this ecosystem so bulletproof. Please do not panic sell your eShares. There are a few options for you. I know a lot of you have been writing in the groups the last few days, like, what should we do with our eShares? What should we do with your eShares? You'll notice that myself and AJ and the team members haven't been replying to those messages because we don't feel it's our position to answer those.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So we're leaving it up to you guys to kind of discuss on your own and kind of staying out of that. But please don't panic sell your eShares. It's completely up to you whether you want to ship them into Reactor, whether you want to sell them. If the eShares do end up dipping below the price of 130, we have set up an OTC swap. And what that means is that we are willing to swap your eShares for BUSD from you so that we can hold an eShare price and so that you don't, face a big price impact or a drop in the eShare price. If you'd like to OTC swap, that runs from yesterday until Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. UTC. And there is a form that you can fill out. It is in the pinned announcements. If you just click up, 5 or 6 pins to yesterday's announcement. We are continuously putting this back down to the bottom of the groups because there's still $1.1 million in the farm that needs to be removed. And so if you can help us to let everybody know, because that farm's no longer emitting rewards, so there's no point in $999.4 thousand sitting there when you could be doing other things with it. But yeah.
Yeah, perfect. All right, awesome. Thank you, LA. And yeah, I'm back. Sorry for that. I had a frog in my throat from, again, talking all day. But Bull, before I kind of give my thoughts, I know, you're always that infinite voice of wisdom. So I guess, can you just kind of elaborate real fast on, why we make decisions for the betterment of the protocol? And really, on the first look, it might look like a negative or a bad thing, but in reality,
or a quick decision.
right?
It's
Exactly.
it's
Go
yeah.
ahead, Bull.
Sorry, folks. It's not a snap decision. And the problem in crypto, like, isn't the bulk of people here. It's a few of the people that have, that aren't really doing this in good faith. And unfortunately, if you announce things that you're going to do ahead of time, my personal experiences, I've seen so many bad actors game the system and crush any type of positive momentum that teams have tried to do. And so I think it's really important to realize, while on the surface, announcing, for instance, the closure of that eShare BNB farm, which I was in, by the way. But the point is like, if you announce some things like that in advance, the problem is there are a few, like, let's call them killer whales that are circling, looking for blood, and they'll say, okay, how can we manipulate this? How can we game this? And unfortunately, the team has done everything possible to mitigate any type of loss. Like, clearly we see a pump on eShare. If you wanted to get out, you could. If you want to put in the reactor, you can. If you want to hold in your wallet, you can. If you want to hold and sell sometime down the road here, and it's below the price, they've given you the ability to buy OTC. And so if you just look at all of those things and everything that AJ has talked about over, and over and over and over for the last 8-9 months, is that every decision has been made to benefit the protocol. And the really an incredible reflection of that is look at the wallet in the detonator. It's been there every day. It's compounded 7-0. And as a matter of fact, I know, like, AJ has his own personal wallet in there, and it's compounded 7 days a week,
For sure.
For the entire time here. And the point is like, he's gone over and above, the team has gone over and above, and the vast majority of the community members here have gone over and above to help grow the ecosystem. There's always things happening in the background to boost the ecosystem, which, I think this has maybe been understated, but everybody here really truly is, a protocol owner here. And it's why I'm always talking about get involved, make your voice be heard, all that stuff, right? But more importantly, we see it now too. We see eShare starting to go up. We see PEG starting to go up. And then all of a sudden more people are interested. And it is due in a large part too to, the plan that was put into place, the AMAs that have been happening here for the last 2 months, even though we've been below PEG. You have been reassured that there are plans in the work and getting it, all of those dominoes, and the dominoes are actually a really good thing here. Like, if you look at how difficult it is to set up like 1,000 dominoes and, have like your pet walk through and knock one over and knock all 800 over, you have to do everything strategic and coordinated, and you got to worry about that random pet that's going to run through and start that domino, and that's a bad actor, right? And so all of those things have to be looked at, planned for, and then message to the community, not to say like, oh, okay, this is the bad intent, but if you look at the entire space of crypto and all the projects that have failed, all the ones that have been dishonest. And truly, yeah, there are some that have been dishonest, right? And, if you take everything into context here and all of its, in total, like everything that has been done here has been done to ensure the protocol. And don't forget, when I say the protocol, you are the protocol. Everybody listening, everybody that's got $1 here has a stake in this. And that doesn't mean like sitting on the sidelines and hoping for the best. It's like getting out there and doing something, like LA's got, like, what you say, 15 or 16 AMAs lined up. If you don't have money, you got fingers. You can do stuff. You can go to those, you can go to those AMAs and ask questions, type in the comments and all kinds of stuff. And where the onus doesn't lie solely on the team to get us back to peg. It relies on all of us. Now, sure, they have the biggest dominoes and they're lining everything up to get us momentum, but it is up to us to help push it over, push it over the finish line, so to speak. And because we all want, peg, we all want the boardroom to be back on, to instill confidence and bring in new people as well. But don't wait for other people to do stuff, and don't think that, because something wasn't announced, like there's a nefarious intent. We can see already, like, ETH is pumping, EMP is pumping, eShares are pumping. There's a lot of new people in here already. And so all we have to do as a community is make sure that what we have always done is be welcoming and help people. And just remember, just because other projects have failed, others have had a poor intent, that's not a reflection of the people here. You look at, it's why I talk about consistency and diligency, and who are the people that show up every day? Who are the people that, can you go to and ask questions and know that you're going to get good answers? There's a ton of people here like that. And so, all I, like at the end of all of this, this is in all of our hands to keep pushing, like that snowball down the hill, and we're going to get momentum, and, we're going to have peg recovered. And, is it going to be tomorrow? Probably not. But like, we have good momentum right now. So, anybody that has like questions or bad intent, let's get that out of the way and make sure that we know that the everything has been lined up here to put us above peg, and then to move to this final form, and then make this ecosystem bulletproof, and then I don't want to, like, I hate being that guy that said I told you so, but I'm not going to do it this time. But if we look at like just everything in context here, AJ said, just make sure like you're here, you're doing stuff. And, if you have questions, and that's the problem is that when people don't show up, they don't know what's happening. That's when people freak out and do stupid stuff. When you're here, you can hear it in their voice. You can hear what they're telling you. You can see the enthusiasm in these other AMAs. Yeah, sure. The people on this call, they're always enthusiastic. They love they love LA, they love AJ. And so, if we look at that, sure. Is that a bit tribal? Sure. But go to these other communities when these AMAs are happening and see how the people are reacting. Everybody in DeFi is hungry for an honest protocol where everybody can earn, everybody can be part of something bigger and better that's happening in DeFi right now, and that's what's happening here at EMP.
I love it,
So
Bull.
sorry for that.
No, bro, you're back, brother. I love it. I mean, again, I haven't heard a bull rant in a while since I was on vacation, so that was amazing, bro. And again, I mean, I can't even follow up with that. I was gonna give my thoughts as well, but Bull said it better than anyone. And I know I've seen a few comments that have said, well, what's better for the protocol might not necessarily be better for investors. And I just shake my head at that. It's like, the protocol is the investors. Like that is what Bull was just trying to say, is like, we without the protocol, then nobody makes money. So we have to be able to put the protocol first, and by association, that is what is best for investors that are here and that are supporters of what we're building. So again, I mean, and this isn't meant to be, derogatory or accusatory. I think a lot of people are just maybe new to crypto and don't understand, how things operate, but everything we do, and this has been a reoccurring theme on all of our AMAs, as well with these other communities, that may not know all about us, is that we are all about sustainability. So whatever we're going to be able to do to make ourselves sustainable, and let me remind everybody, we still have over $4 million of liquidity between EMP and eShare. I can guarantee you, that other protocols are lucky if they have $100,000 of liquidity, especially in the depths of this bear market. So yeah, I mean, has Peg been down? Absolutely, we're all well aware of that. Um, but EMP was never really in trouble. I kept seeing, other people say, well, isn't EMP dying? It's like, no. Like, we have more liquidity, we have a great community. I mean, we have everything that you want to have in a crypto project. We're not immune to the bear market, and no matter what we do, and like Bull said, like we could have the most amazing team and developers on the planet, but if we don't get support from the community, and what we're trying to build, then we can only do so much as well. So it is a give and take, and fortunately, over the last few days, we've been seeing a lot more, positive sentiment, positive momentum. I think, and I get it. It's frustrating to see the peg go down every day, but now, I mean, Jesus, we've gone up almost zero point 0.1 peg in like 24 hours. So that could be a sign of what's to come. And it may take another month, it may take another few months. So like Bull said, it's not gonna happen tomorrow, but we are on the right path. And with the NFT, that is the catalyst to all this. So let me just do a quick overview of the NFT, and then I know we have a lot of questions, so I want to make sure we have plenty of time for questions. So give me 1 minute here while I pull up my desktop again.
2 minutes to Cultivator too, people.
All right, yep, make sure you compound on Cultivator. That's been doing really well. There's been a lot of new volume in Cultivator as well. So shout out to the X-Row community. Again, all those contracts are the Detonator style contracts. And if you have a project of your own that you think could benefit from these contracts, which let me tell you, any crypto project can benefit from these contracts, definitely feel free to reach out to us. So that will be the next big push after this NFT launch. So, all right, here we go. 1 moment. All right, so it is the Sentinel Squadron NFT. It's a collaboration between EMP and MDB. All the NFT funds that are raised will be invested into the reactor using the Win It Now button, which will give us an automatic 2x on all of the investment into it. We will be using the 5-2 compound strategy, meaning again compounding more than we claim, to be able to not only help that contract grow in a sustainable manner, but then be able to take profit out of that in also a very sustainable manner. So if anything, we should see even more daily burst out of Reactor once we are able to get all the funds in over the next few weeks. So NFT holders yield through, again, these lucrative claims, but that also don't hurt the protocol. And then yield will be distributed to the NFT holders in the form of eShare and MDB. So again, one of the questions I saw was, will it be a 50-50 split of what is distributed with eShare and MDB? And yeah, I mean, we'll be using the total amount that we use collected both eShare and then BNB, because half of that LP is BNB, and then that will go towards the MDB. So again, based on dollar value, it should be about a 50-50 split. So all right, and then so the mint price of these NFTs is only $300. Again, we try to make it as accessible to everybody. Again, it is a very valuable asset that is going to yield you an actual income. So the price is actually baked in. It's not some arbitrary number that we came up with. And if we do an entire sellout, that's $1.5 million entering our protocol. So the mint date is October 30th. 8 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. UTC, and you can mint in BUSD or Phoenix Plus. So that's the overview. Again, I don't want to go into this too much, or we're going to be here for another 2 hours. But this is our white paper. So if you have any other questions, go to our EMP.money doc section, and it'll give you all the key benefits. I went through this at length yesterday, so feel free to go through and look at some of the older AMAs that will help you understand. And again, I'm happy to go into any of these, but let's do it in the form of questions. So again, I'm happy to answer that. So on that note, LA or Bull, do we have questions we can jump into? Yeah, go ahead.
I added 2 of them from the chat onto your sheet. I do want to just mention the legendary auction will be starting on Friday, October 28th. So this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UTC. And that will be a blind auction that will be run through a Google form. So there are 2 legendaries that are going to be auctioned off. So if you want to get your hands on one of the legendaries, mark that date and time off in your calendar, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. UTC.
Yep, absolutely. And again, you will be required to enter your Telegram or Discord username. So no fake accounts. Will be verifying that. And again, if you make a bid, you are committing to that bid. So it should be awesome. I mean, we saw the legendaries for the Infinity NFT with MDB. They went for over $10,000 for their protocol, and so again, we could see some massive price appreciation on the legendaries alone. And 3 of those 5 legendaries will be randomly distributed to all the NFT minters. So again, that's another reason why you may want to buy more than one NFT to see if you get a chance at getting one of those legendaries, because that could be a massive windfall for you. Not only if you wanted to keep it, but also probably high demand on the secondary market as well. And those legendaries, they will not yield any more than the regular NFTs. Again, we wanted to be fair to everybody. However, the legendaries will have a massive value moving forward. I mean, anybody that holds one of these NFTs, the legendary NFTs, will have immediate VIP access. We'll have early access opportunities to a lot of the future projects and partnerships that we roll out. So again, there's a ton of value in having it, even though the yield will still be about the same. And speaking of the yield, we're looking at about 0.4% daily in terms of dollar value on the eShare and BNB that is returned to you every day. And so again, that number could go up, that number could go down. We're very conservative on that number, but you never know what's going to happen. But even at that, it makes these NFTs extremely valuable. So yeah, hopefully that helps answer some other questions too. So all right, go ahead, LA. You said you put it on my sheet. Let me look at my sheet. Hang on. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. 1 minute.
Do you want me to read them out?
Oh, that's all right. I got there now. So, all right. So the first question is the potential for the 0.4 actually return on the NFTs after the compound or before? So, yeah, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by the compound. We are distributing the rewards daily, because even though I say a 5-2 strategy on the compound, it's really a 70-30, 70% 30%, which works out to be the 5-2 strategy on a daily basis. So again, 70% will be compounded, and the other 20% will be claimed through a smart contract. Again, we're not managing anybody's funds. This is all done through a decentralized smart contract that is trustless, and by you buying these NFTs, you're agreeing to that code that manages on the back end. So nobody's pushing the buttons for you, but you can expect about 0.4% daily based on that 300%. So if you bought 2 NFTs, it would be 0.4% on $600. So again, it scales up depending on how much you are able to buy in the form of NFTs, because that capital is directly put into the contract to be able to yield. So hopefully that helps. All right, the next part is, with the EMP superchargers, will the team publicly show where the funds are invested in, something similar to the MDB trust fund reports? So yeah, this is an amazing question. So we are absolutely going to be better about our accounting. We've been so busy building, and I know that that's not an excuse. That we've maybe been a little bit slack on being having the monthly reports that show where the funds are going, what they're doing. I mean, you can pretty much see what happens on chain, but I realize that not everybody is an on-chain data expert. So yeah, we after this NFT launch, and once the dust finally settles, we are going to be a lot better about our accounting and showing the community at the end of every month, where we're generating our yield, what the YouTube page is generating, what the Detonator service is generating, and then yeah, where the other funds outside of our treasury are then invested. So again, to give everybody a heads up, the superchargers are our code name for what we're using from this NFT to actually help the price of EMP. So again, everybody's been asking, well, with this NFT is great for eShare or Reactor, but does it help PEG? And the answer is yes. So 10% of all the deposits into Reactor will be going right to our treasury, and then those funds will be used to go into other revenue generating streams. Again, maybe a little bit alpha to you guys. We're really bullish on Splinterlands, so there may be some revenue generating streams over on Splinterlands that we can diversify into. We'll have more info on that after the NFT mint, but there'll be many different safe plays. Again, we're not investing into these high yield risky platforms. It will be all very conservative plays, but then the yield that is generated from those investments will be used to buy and burn EMP literally every single day. So again, over time, that has a major impact on maintaining PEG. So hopefully that helps with that answer. So all right, those were the two so far. LA or Bull, you want to elaborate on any of that, or open it up to other questions?
There's a question here on Discord. Can you hear me?
Yep, sorry, Bull. Yep. Go ahead. Do you want to read it to me, or yeah?
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Okay.
This is from Jared Zygote. I have a few thousand in Reactor already. I don't mind visiting the site daily. Would it be better for me to invest into the Reactor itself as compared to buying the NFTs in this case? Or in other words, are there advantages to buying the NFTs other than set it and forget it? Is it because you plan to double my investment using the Win It Now feature? I think I could take that.
Yeah, please do. Go ahead, brother.
Sure. I'll just give you what my plan is, and obviously I'm in the Reactor and I'm here every day, so that works for me. But apparently you're in the Reactor already too, Jared. So I think it's good to have a mix of things, because having the NFT also exposes you to the MDB ecosystem, and with that, I'm not telling everybody to move your money to MDB. I'm just telling you, like, there's a reason that there's a partnership with MDB, because it's a really well-run program. It's a good community, and that's why it's a partner of EMPs. So I think it's good to support good ecosystems and diversify. And to some degree, where I've told you, having, crypto friends allows you to kind of streamline you having to search things out. And not that, this is financial advice from AJ or the EMP team, is that they've vetted Danny and Dan, so I'm just saying, like, it's good to have exposure to both of those things, because they're doing different things. They're obviously in the reactor, but getting paid out in that MDB reward is going to give you exposure to something that just being alone in the reactor isn't going to expose you to. So
Yeah, no, amazing, explanation, Bull. Again, bro, we're always on the same page, man. So that is exactly what I was gonna say. Again, I mean, if you're already in Reactor, I would say maybe think about going a little heavier into the NFTs. If you're not in Reactor already, then maybe split your investment between the two. But for the exact reason Bull said, not only are you accumulating eShare through these NFTs, but you're also accumulating MDB. So a lot of people have asked what they're going to do or what to do with eShare and MDB. So again, I mean, if we're getting close, to peg and printing, you don't have to sell those eShares. You can put them in the boardroom or sell a portion. I mean, we're all here to make money. The responsible thing to do is to take profit, but you don't have to just dump your eShare and your MDB completely every time you claim. You can actually use those assets to generate even more income. So again, I pair up my MDB in their liquidity pool. Again, that means you have to have BNB to pair up with it. But they also have a single staking option as well on their Xenia page. So Xenia is their DeFi website that you can stake, your MDB or the MDB LP pairs. So again, not financial advice. Again, that's just what I do personally. And anytime I'm able to accumulate an income producing asset, I don't really sell that asset. I sell, the yield of what that asset produces. So again, and you're rewarded with MDB, more MDB. If you stake your MDB, or if you're in the boardroom with eShare, you're rewarded in more EMP. And again, as we all know, you don't want to sell your EMP, but you want to use that to produce even more income through the farm. So again, there's multiple, what we call infinite money loops that you're able to do. And really, again, the overall advice, not financial advice, but just from one crypto veteran to another, and now is really not the time that you want to be thinking about taking profits to begin with. I mean, we've always said that, you want to build your positions in the bear market, and it looks like we may be seeing a little bit of a relief rally. I know Bitcoin broke out, ETH broke out, so things are looking really good right now, which is amazing timing for us as well. But you never know. I mean, it could dump massively tomorrow. So we just need to accumulate right now. Again, DCA or dollar cost average into your position, no matter what that might look like. And then when we are in the next bull run, where your grandma is asking you how to get into Bitcoin or what Ethereum is, then that is the sign that you want to really start taking some major profits, because the gains are going to be insane. So anyway, all right, cool. Hopefully that was helpful. Go ahead, Bull or LA. Any other questions? I'm also looking.
Yeah. Just because it ties into exactly what you're saying, but if you join the AMA that AJ and LA set up with Silverback Gorilla in his channel, and somebody can supply that link for us, but they talk a lot about money management over there, and so I would encourage you to join that AMA. And then if you like the sound of what's happening over there, join that community because is he on here right now? Let me see. Let's see. Normally he's on, but I was going to say, like, they have a nice community over there where they talk about, like, just money. Oh, there he is. Here, let me.
All right, there he is. Yeah, come on, right on.
Hey, how are you guys?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well.
The gorilla is in the house. So yeah, go ahead, Bull. Bull was just saying, you know, we have an upcoming AMA with you. We were just elaborating. I don't know when you showed up, but we were elaborating on good money management. So yeah, I know you guys talk a lot about that for sure.
Yeah, totally. Just it's hard to keep yourself on track and just focus yourself on the right sort of goals and fundamental principles to put you in a good position over time, have a strong foundation with good teams and, good developers and stuff like that. And, I've been very, very fortunate that I've been involved with EMP and some other good projects. And I slowly found over time that my stress level has gone down. My organization is a lot better. Just by some guiding principles. And so I thought I started a group to share it, and then everyone in the group started getting some real success. So I started to invite more people in. We were a very, very, very small group at the start, and now I think the group size has gone up 400% in the last 72 hours.
I love it. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, Killer, we're looking forward to the AMA. I know you've been a huge supporter of EMP, and shout out to Crypto Kings as well. And so yeah, man, I know that again we're seeing the fruits of our labor. There he is, Crypto King. So yeah, both of you guys have been super supportive of EMP and what we're doing, and I think we're seeing the fruits of our labor, come together. So there he is, Crypto Kings. What's up, brother? We're just talking about Silverback and again all the love and support you guys have given us, and we're finally seeing the fruits of our labor start to come to life. So.
How are you, AJ? Good to be here and excited for all the stuff coming up.
Awesome, brother. Well, again, thank you guys for your support. Go check out Crypto Kings. He has an awesome YouTube channel. He's a big Drip supporter as well, which we all love Drip. Again, that'll help us pack our bags here at EMP. So long live Drip as well. But yeah, all right, awesome guys. Well, I saw a few more questions in the comments. I wanted to also. Yeah, LA, if you keep going here, but let me go over the two I just saw on YouTube. Will we be able to mint more than one NFT at a time? So, yeah, there is no maximum, or again, a minimum would be one, but there is no maximum on the amount you're able to mint or the amount you're able to hold. So, the reason that we, again, did it that way is because of our very unique way of minting. So I'll go over that one more time as well. So when our minting starts at 8 a.m. Or 12 UTC, 8 a.m. Eastern, 12 UTC, we're doing it in 30-minute windows. So the first 500 NFTs will be available in the first 30 minutes, and then once those sell out, if they sell out in 1 minute, then you'll have to wait 29 minutes for the next 500 to be available. So this is a way of creating more FOMO, but also giving others the opportunity to try to get in towards the end of this process if they are in a different time zone. However, if we do not meet the full demand, so we only mint like 300 NFTs out of 500 in any of those windows, then that will signify the end of the entire mint. So we really encourage you, maybe you save a little bit of dry powder.
10 minutes to detonator.
Yeah, all right, cool, Bull. Yeah, we may have to skip detonator. I'll get to it if we can, but I want to go over all these questions first. But yeah, if you are in Detonator, make sure you're compounding 100%. So, all right. So, but like I was saying, it may be a good idea to save some dry powder, to maybe get one or two more NFTs. If it looks like we may not get to the full mint, just to again drive that FOMO and that demand. Because if we sell out of all 5,000 NFTs, which I'm fairly confident that we will, then that drives a tremendous amount of demand on the secondary market as well. So, if we're able to fully mint out, and there will be people that will not get an NFT, even though they may have wanted one, then that's when the secondary market really starts to pop off, and you may be able to take some quick profit by selling on the secondary market. And as our treasury grows as well, we will be doing what they call floor sweeps of the NFTs, where if there is an NFT that is particularly below value or looking attractive, then we actually go in and buy those NFTs on the secondary market, because again, that means more yield for the treasury. So it's gonna create this economy. Again, we're all about the economy here at EMP, but it'll create a secondary economy where there will always be a floor price of these NFTs based on what they're yielding, and that floor price could be much higher than what it costs to actually mint those NFTs. So again, none of that is financial advice. We could see wild swings, so don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose, and just be very responsible with that. But these NFTs are a no-brainer, especially if you want exposure to EMP and eShare, the ecosystem as a whole, and MDB. I mean, it's a match made in heaven. So, all right, awesome. LA, was there any other questions?
Yes, there's one more, and that is, where do I look to see emissions from purchased NFTs?
Yes, so we will be, we had originally thought we may be able to do it automatically, where, the eShare and MDB would show up in your wallet automatically, but because we have such a large mint of 5,000, we were going to get killed on the gas fees, and we wanted to make sure that we weren't spending money on gas, and rather giving you more rewards instead. So, there will be a UI on EMP, and I'm sure that MDB can spin up a UI of their own as well, because it's just interacting with the contract. But it'll be super simple. The UI will be the same for both protocols, and you just literally hit the claim button at your convenience. So those rewards will accumulate no matter what. Again, not like Reactor where you have to compound every day. Again, we do that for you through the smart contract. And so it really truly is an auto compounder, with the way we have it set up. I know a lot of you have been asking for an auto compounder in Detonator and Reactor, and this is the solution to that. If you're not already in Reactor, it's a great way to get exposure. And then yeah, you can claim once a day, once an hour, once a week, once a month, and the rewards will be there regardless. You just hit the claim button and you're good to go. So hopefully that answers that. All right, we do have time for Detonator, I guess. Let me pull that up. If there's any other questions, feel free to answer or ask while I pull up Detonator. Give me one moment.
Maggie C wanted to know, is there a secondary market for the NFTs yet?
All right, so we are looking into an official partnership on a secondary market. NFT trade is the big one on BSC or BNB Chain. Again, OpenSea is what everybody's used to, but that's on the ETH chain. So we're not on ETH. Obviously, we're on BNB Chain. So yeah, we don't have a partnership yet. But as soon as these are live, I think that will be fairly easy to work out. And then depending on what exchange we go with, that is where we're able to negotiate the 5% royalty. So again, every time an NFT is bought or sold, 5% of that sale will go to our treasury, which that alone could be a massive revenue stream for us as well. So we will have all that implemented by the time we're ready to roll. And a worst case scenario where, we're not able to do it in time, or we don't hear back from, these exchanges, then we can implement our own NFT marketplace internally. But we again, we have a lot on our development schedule, so if it's already built, and just a matter of a partnership, then that is much easier for us. So if any of you have connections at NFT Trade, or blow up their Twitter and say, you need to partner with the EMP and MDB Sentinel Squadron. So all right, there you go. That's your homework for today. So all right, here we go. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. I don't think I have time to show the video. So Detonator has an amazing how-to video. If you're new here, welcome. You just hit that button right there and hit play video. Bull, why don't you do a rundown on Detonator real quick? Again, man, you do it best, and I need to take another drink of water here, so go ahead.
Actually, I think Charlie and Joe, why don't you do that? You do a great job, and we haven't heard from you today. If you're around. Joe? No? Maybe he's eating dinner, cooking a juicy steak. So the Detonator, it's the pride and joy here, the bread and butter. It's a 365% ROI contract, not to be confused with APR. It's an EMP ETH, and as we see, the peg is starting to rise again. ETH is starting to rise. In here we have there's a few different ways to win. You can do the win it now, which you deposit 2% of the pool balance. You'll get rewarded with another 2% deposited into your account, so that it's not automatically withdrawn and draining the contract. So if you want to be more daring and you want to play it more like an auction, we have the chance to be the largest depositor, which is cumulative, meaning you can stack deposits upon deposits in a day to try to get that largest depositor reward, which can be matched up to 3%. With that, if you're not in that whale category where you can go for the snipe, we always have the random lottery tickets. The lottery tickets can be acquired through deposit. Either deposit or compound or both, a maximum of 100 tickets. Ticket is going for what these days? Let me see. $5.06. That's an EMP ETH LP. So the beauty of that is we also have a farm that's EMP ETH, EMP ETH LP. You put that in and you can have a chance at winning. What are we at? What's a winning? 300 LP, so that is about $10,000.
Yeah, $10,113 every day.
Yeah,
we're
amazing.
Giving away. Insane. Yeah.
Yep. And so, you can have right now, you would have about a 1 in 5,000 chance at winning 10 grand. And in the event that you're not the winner, you're still going to earn on your deposit that 365% ROI. So the important thing really to remember is that you have a shot at being the largest depositor, the win it now winner, or potentially through the golden ticket, the lottery system that we have here. And if you don't win any of those, you're still going to get that 365, and potentially, if you're a paper-handed Jeet, you're going to get turned into a diamond hander here, because this contract, once you deposit, it's going to hold it, and you're going to slowly be able to withdraw it over time. We follow a 5-2 or a 6-1 strategy here, meaning that you withdraw, twice a week or once a week, and then you compound 5 days a week, or 6 days a week, and then you claim once. And with that, the great thing about that is it keeps the pool balance healthy.
Massive snipe bull, 10 seconds, man. I don't want to cut you off, but yeah, here we go, everybody.
Yep.
Good luck. Compound here. Instant rewards are off the chain. 3, 2, 1, 0. Holy cow.
Holy moly, nice.
The snipers are back, baby. I love it.
Yep.
Again, you know, it's amazing what a little bit of confidence in PEG will do. And this is the game theory behind Detonator. And the pull balance going up again over time. So again, it's all cyclical on how it operates. But go ahead, Bull. You want to finish what you were saying? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, like I'm done. Like nobody can explain it better than the play video button. It's really clear. It's beautifully done. You know, it's professional. Like everything here. You know, I'm not professional, but the you know, if you were a person who, you know, had been saying, man, I wish I would have gotten the detonator earlier, you know, because there's always the people who saw it early on and didn't get in and were regretful. And then they got in, and then we had the reactor, the same thing. The people always have regrets. And, you know, with PEG going down for the last like 2.5 months, 3 months, I you know, like I haven't really kept that close a track on it, but you know, the sentiment was low. We saw the pool balance, you know, draining. And now, you know, we see a very healthy snipe because, you know, obviously the word is getting out through these AMAs. People are watching the charts, which, you know, is okay. You know, it's okay if you watch the charts, but for God's sakes, get in the communities of anything that you're watching the charts for, because you'll find more value there. But, you know, like with that, you know, we've always said, like, look, the LP is still cheap, $33, you know, and, you know, with that, it's really, it's a perfect time, you know, to like learn about the opportunity that's here to, you know, potentially, like I was just reading somebody that had, you know, I'll dox, like, cause he wrote it in the channel, like Infinite Doe here. He moved from the reactor or from the eShare BNB farm, he or she, welcome to come on and speak too. But you know, left the farm and then went to the reactor and had 3 tickets and then won the reactor lottery. And see, that's amazing, right? Because it's when people are the most fearful. It's really the best time to strike in crypto because, you know, I don't want to rehash this 1,000 times, but truly, like, everybody freaks out, everybody panics in the bear market and wants to leave. You know, and then they're regretful when the bull comes back. Then they're like, damn it, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. And you know what? I get that. I totally understand with arbitrage tokens and stuff. But if you can earn and keep like stacking your LPs, and one thing that I love, like that, you know, like that Gorilla talked about was he said that, you know, he planned his passive income strategy based on a 90% drawdown for him to be able to live. Of course, he makes his wife still go to work every day too, but you know, sorry, 6 days a week. And then so the great thing about that is when you know what to expect, because at some point there will be a bull market, there will be a bear market, there's going to be pullbacks. But if you plan to have your income be provided to you, you know, through these passive platforms here, and especially EMP, with that type of a drawdown in mind, you're not going to make rash, crazy, stupid decisions that are going to cost you when the bull returns. Because AJ mentioned it earlier, you sell the yield. You do not sell the asset itself that creates the yield. And the perfect thing about that is at some point, the bull market will return. And there's going to be the people that say, man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. And, you know, the thing with that is if you plan accordingly, you don't have to do that thing that you're going to be regretful about, because the most empowering thing that you can invest in here is yourself. And you invest in yourself by learning things, by meeting the right people and making sure that you know what to expect. Because when you know what to expect, you can plan accordingly. And then, you know, you're selling that yield with that massive drawdown and you're still able to pay your bills. And, you know, you're not stressed out and worried about like a pullback, because you can still pay your bills. You can still put gas in your tank, or, you know, energy in your electric bike or skateboard or whatever it is, right? Like, you have the funds to be able to make smart, decisions that aren't like these knee-jerk reactions like, oh my God, the sky is falling, it's the end of the world, this is never going to return. And the thing is like managing your expectations can easily be done when you know what to expect, and you're going to know what to expect when you educate yourself. So please educate yourself, because when you're educated, you're empowered, and nobody will be able to take advantage of you.
I love it. Absolutely, Bull. And yeah, there is the sniper deposit right there. 430 LP coming in, taking it home. Again, that's what we say. Make your first shot your best shot. And you can guarantee that you're gonna win. Again, nothing is a guarantee, but you can have the best odds of winning that largest deposit prize. So congrats to 7E4, and the pool balance is going up. I mean, again, 83,761
What
LP.
did you say that wallet ended in? 74? That's
7E,
just funny.
yeah,
That's
7E4, I think.
74. Yeah, it's a dad joke.
Yeah, it is
74.
74. Yes, exactly, Bull. Oh man, you're again, Bull. It's been awesome to be back. I missed you, bro. All those dad jokes, all that infinite wisdom. It's been good to have Bull back, and I'm happy to be back after my little family vacation. So again, we never really are on vacation. We're always working behind the scenes, and that's the beautiful part about that. I mean, I've had the last 2 weeks to really focus on the big picture items here at EMP. We have some amazing people behind the scenes. Again, obviously our developer Jake, Bull LA, myself, Machu, which I know a lot of you guys love him. We've been working nonstop, running numbers, running different scenarios, looking at best case, looking at worst case. And by doing all that, we come up with a rock solid plan to move forward. And that is what sets EMP apart from other protocols that just say, just let it happen, or we don't have to meet deadlines. It is what it is. And we're not that protocol. So anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
and shout out to all those other people too. You know, R, J, C, S. I don't want to dox you, but like those are guys, that are really doing a lot too. So, there is really an
yes,
incredible group of people here that are just doing and they're always here. Like it's clear who they are. These are the people that are protecting your investments, that are literally investing in you by donating their time, to help build things, to help build ideas, to create things. And so,
totally.
always a shout out, much love to those guys, because um, I've said this a million times. It is incredibly hard to be the person like in the, in the background doing things, because it's where those things are created in the background, right? Like the people that run the stage, right? Like you see the actors and actresses up there, but like all the stuff that needs to get done for those people to take, to get the spotlight shown on them, right? And so shout out to all the people wherever you are, the people that work in the back of the store, so to speak. That is what makes really kind of shit work.
Yes,
It's people collectively doing those things, working together to build something greater than they could achieve themselves. But when you do that, right, it's that's what building a community is about. It is about sharing your talents, yourself with those other people. And I cannot stress this enough, that don't rely on other people to do the things that you want to do. Use your voice, do things, and promote yourself, build yourself into what you want to be, because there is no better place to do it than crypto, and there's no better place in crypto to do it than right here.
I love it, Bull. Absolutely. And yes, no disrespect to anybody that we didn't call out by names. Like Bull said, it takes an entire village, to make this happen. All of our support in Discord and Telegram, Mystic, all the big brain, mother effers, Stella, all you guys. So yeah, we're definitely building an amazing, conglomerate that, again, like both said earlier, like we all are this protocol. Like, yes, I may be the team lead, Bull might be another face of the project. LA is here, more front and center, but that doesn't mean that the three of us are, running things, or even Jake, the developer. Like, we're all doing this as a conglomerate. And again, I mean, that's what makes it so successful, that we're open to feedback. We're open to pivoting. If something isn't working, then we pivot to something that is working, and we rely on community feedback. Those of you that have been here day in and day out, again, we've had between 30 and 40 people on our AMAs and Telegram, literally every single AMA, and these people are the ones that show up nonstop and really help EMP become what it is, and what it will become, even larger. So all right, awesome. I'm hyped, man. This week has been killer already, and we're not even close yet to the mint. So the momentum should continue to roll on. And yeah, so LA, any other last minute questions that I missed, or anything you want to cover before we wrap it up?
I don't see any more questions, but don't forget about the last thing on the list
Yes.
for today.
So I know I almost did, LA. Thanks for the reminder. So again, some more awesome alpha, or again, hype for all of you. We are releasing a brand new video as well. So let me go ahead and scroll up here. So yeah, it will be. It's live now. If I'm not mistaken, but it's a new video announcement from myself and Danny from MDB. So definitely check that out. LA, I know you just finished editing it before this AMA. So anything you want to tell everybody? Make sure, again, obviously, like, comment, and subscribe to not only our channel but to that video. And definitely go watch that video right now. We need to share that video. If anybody has any, questions about the NFT, it's about a 10-minute video that breaks down literally everything that you need to know about this NFT launch. And again, make sure you're posting it day after day after day, so people don't forget, because we don't want people to come on here, on Monday or Tuesday of next week and say, hey, when is the NFT launch? Well, sorry, you missed it, and now you have to buy it on the secondary market for, what could be much, much more money. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, go ahead, LA. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get off this AMA, and then we're gonna all head over there right now. I've just posted the link everywhere except Discord. I'm about to do that now. And we're all going to do a 10-minute watch party over there right now. And we're going to treat it as if it's live, and all hit the comments. And we'll see each other's
100%.
comments.
I love it.
And we're on a mission to make this video go effing viral.
Perfect. I love it. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream as soon as I do. Again, click on that video, watch it with us. I'll be in the comments as well, and we want to hear all of you how hype you are for this NFT launch. And again, please share that video after you've watched it with everybody you can think of. So all right, awesome guys. On that note, we'll see you over on that other video, and we'll see you in the comments. So thanks again, everybody. We'll be here again tomorrow with even more updates and another round of AMAs and advertising more new eyeballs to EMP. So, all right, everybody. Good night. Good day. We'll see you over on that other video. Link is in the chat.